Hey everybody, Felix Staffelbaker here. I wanted to make a video on chainlink and why I think that EOS is superior in basically every type of way. If you look at what chainlink is trying to do, basically provide an Oracle service to be able to link data, provide real-time data, and stream it for blockchains and even potentially between blockchains. We can look and see that EOS has been ahead of the game since day one. They've had smart contracts since day one. They've had everything that you need to be able to provide oracles, all the data. We see something like liquid apps, and they literally are chainlink that's already succeeded. They've got inter-blockchain communication, interoperability between protocols. They've got EOS linked to Ethereum, EOS linked to a ton of other projects that you can literally access and operate with right now, where chainlink is trying to set up deals. They're trying to make something exclusive, when in all reality the thing that's going to win is the project or protocol or Oracle service that can provide a seamless interoperability with current systems. And we understand that the way things are going, EOS is being chosen by the top billionaires, by the top people in the world, the top hedge funds, the top corporations, the top governments. They're all choosing EOS, so it would just make sense that you would have some type of Oracle service or interoperability provider that's on EOS that already can understand the code, can understand what's happening with that. And you know, that's how I see things. Now don't get me wrong, I hold a little bit of chainlink. I bought some when it was under $2 as part of a Tika Tiwari portfolio for 5 coins to 5 million. So I do have a little bit of chainlink, and you know, my price target for that is between $200 and $1,000, and I think that it could reach inside that goal. And you know, if it were to hit that goal, I would start to sell off in a percentage basis, you know, as the price climbs, sell off 5%, 10%, until you know it reaches the mid hundreds, and you know, eventually goes from where it's at to, you know, several $100s. And it's going to do that, but it's not going to stay there. Much like we've seen before, when there ends up being a bear market and prices start to decline, the projects that aren't going to be there in the long run are going to go down, and they're going to go down really hard in this next run. And I don't think people are ready for that at all. Much like the Mark Cuban investment that he tried to make on some Ethereum DeFi, and he got in and then he cashed out, and then he told everybody that he was a part of it, but he got out and everybody got rug pulled. It was basically being rug pulled by him. And then on top of that, like the genius that he is, he calls for more regulations because of what he did. And if you know anything about Mark Cuban in the first place, he sold a company during the dot-com bubble with like less than 500,000 users. I think he sold it to a Yahoo subsidiary, but he sold this company that had some people on there, and it immediately failed. It immediately went under, and literally the next day, the whole dot-com bubble was bursting, and he made out with several $billions, and his company that he created and sold immediately failed. So that guy is a complete joke, a complete was made out of luck, and now he sits here owning basketball teams and trying to run the show. He did something like Shark Tank where he tried to be a smart guy, and you know, it's just the most unfortunate case of someone becoming a billionaire who definitely didn't need it, didn't deserve it, and now he's even using his position to advocate for people like us to have our regulations put in place to tighten things on us, make it more difficult to get to where he's at. So, you know, that's the type of stuff that goes on, and you know, he's invested in Chainlink a bunch and has a lot to say about it. So, you know, that should be a red flag too. So I just want to put that out there. You know, I'm not saying Chainlink won't do something. It's clearly doing something. It's just not being chosen. Like in the very beginning of the internet, they had to choose between HTTP and a couple of other base layer protocols, and some of them were even better than what we have. But when the people in charge go with something, they just start going for it whole hog. And you know, same thing with email. There was other emails that worked, but there was one that had all the interoperability already ready to go, and now it doesn't matter which email service you use, you can use email across the board. That's the same type of thing that'll happen with EOS, where anybody creating a dApp will just automatically be integrated into EOS, so you don't have to port it over or write your own code to make it happen. It'll all just be part of the base layer that'll just work. So I want to put that out there. Staffelbaker out.